We have now.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
They didn't even play that.
No Randy Newman. I think he's too old. He had a song in 4 that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I saw his name in the credits.
He might have done the
Instrumental
stuff.
Yeah.
He's done the whole soundtrack for almost all of them. But he had a sing one in 4. It was like, I can't let you throw yourself away.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good.
Him and Taylor Swift did a duet of "You Got a Friend in Me" at the premiere for.
Oh,
well, there's a Taylor Swift song too.
That's
She
kinda
kind of
cute.
took the reins.
saw that.
No.
Well, hey, welcome back to the movie rubric. I'm Timothy McDaniel.
Cool, right?
Jonah Jovi.
What was the hand for?
I just thought a thought, and I
said my name and Jonah raised his hand.
correction. No, I just want to point out a follow up to our Taylor Swift Michael Jackson debate.
Okay.
First of all, that TikTok got almost 1,000 views.
Wow.
Every TikTok I've uploaded has gotten more.
Glad you're bringing
views.
this up because we may be on the same wavelength here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you were here at what I was going to say. Yeah. So me and Cole and some others went to see Van Halen.
Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar. But on the way we stopped at White Castle. I just want to point out we talked about the younger generation, what they listen to. A little child, probably 8,
Yeah.
came into White Castle and he blasted a bunch of Michael Jackson songs on his dad's phone and was singing along.
Good for him.
No.
Yeah.
Here's my other thing. I have a different point actually on that.
Okay.
So, famous story that Michael Jackson went to a Lakers game one time and could not even stay because of the pandemonium
Yeah.
that the crowd was having. Taylor Swift sat courtside seat at an NBA Finals game for the Knicks, and no one really seemed to care as
No,
much.
it was just the Knicks.
Is
Yeah.
that because security and people have gotten better, though? Like,
I
we've
doubt
gotten
it.
better at having
No, I mean, like,
parasocial relationships.
No,
Just
I mean-
sitting there?
I mean, like the crowd was so loud and disruptive that they couldn't even carry on with the game.
Yeah.
Oh. I stand by what I said. Give her a few more years, especially 20 years from now, you know what I mean? I think that
No.
Taylor Swift will go down, even though I like Michael Jackson more. Taylor Swift will go down as being in the same ballpark.
I mean, I can't predict the future, but right now in 2026, I think that's madness. But you never know. Maybe she will just bust a move here in the next 4 years.
Maybe people if she can get enough people collectively with her. That would support her and everything, but she kind of rubs half the people the wrong way, and she has her cult following.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to compare because the time frames and the way that things are promoted are so different. But I don't think I've seen any other artist have sold out theaters so that people can watch a recording of one of their live shows.
Bet if Michael Jackson was alive today, it would happen.
I agree.
Michael Jackson's not alive today, and people fainted at the movie of the
Yeah.
fake
That's
Michael
That's what I'm
Jackson.
saying. I just think they're comparable. Either way, we're talking about toys.
That's true.
We're
We
talking
could
about
talk about that for
stories.
another hour.
We're talking about Toy
Fives.
Story 5s. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about faves. So, we actually... Beautiful. We actually got to all go see a movie together for once. It's been a second. Our schedules have been so busy, it feels like we never get to actually go at the same time. So that was nice. Sat a row behind you guys, and then I regretted it because my seat was broken. So
serves you right.
Yeah. Also, had a kid next to you going,
So listen, I knew it was going to come up. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it.
I'm like,
okay,
I'm
get
hearing it.
it's-
I'm like, oh, I mean, that's loud.
I've
but
said I know I've complained about kids in the past. The only time I complained about kids in earnest, not being sarcastic, was when we went to see an R-rated movie at 11 o'clock at night. It was a kids movie. I knew there was going to be kids there, and I'm glad there was. One kid was adorable. I don't know if you guys heard it.
This is a fun
Yeah,
movie.
the minor spoiler, there was a fight between Lily Pad and the toys, and when it threw them on the ground, this kid goes, this is a funny movie.
Yeah.
That warmed my heart.
Oh, yeah.
But the
iconic.
1-year-old...
I started to say, I love the kids there. Baby.
Here's the thing. Bring your baby. That's fine. Because they had another younger kid with them that
Yeah.
wanted to watch. That was fine.
Yeah.
Bring your baby. When it starts to cry,
Just get out.
leave.
Just leave.
Do a walk around the lobby. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Don't try to diffuse for a couple minutes.
More. Try half the movie, Jonah.
Oh, half the movie.
They
That's
did
it.
walk out once,
And then they brought it back.
and they brought it back and did it again. They tried to diffuse again.
I think it was a solid 30 minutes of screaming.
I don't know about that much.
I think
it's
you're
what it
exaggerating
It
a
felt
little
like it
bit.
because it was 4 separate times, and it was always at important parts of the movie.
My
It was,
gosh.
it was terrible timing.
I mean, I just kind of tuned it out.
I didn't like it, but like I said, I give him leeway. It's a kid's movie, and even though it's a baby, there is a kid with the baby.
Yeah.
But like I agree with you. Take the baby out.
Take the kid out.
Take the baby out.
I almost went full Karen at one point. There was like a really sad scene, and this child would not stop screaming at the top of its lungs, and I
Was
almost
this
went.
the same kid?
Same kid, yeah. I almost
baby?
went and got an employee.
Yeah, it was like the most
I
emotional
like,
scene in the movie.
I was like,
Bro,
and then it's like,
come on.
yeah, no, like I
Come
almost.
on.
Sorry, audio
Tyler.
guys, by the way.
Cole, what's wrong with going to get an employee when people are being the worst?
A baby?
Yeah, I'm not mad at the baby. I'm mad at the parents.
The baby won't know.
Yeah, I'm not upset at the baby. Babies cry. That's what they do. That's why you should leave the room when it starts to cry.
You know, if the baby had arms and legs, he probably would have left.
We
Yeah.
get our tickets for free, so I'm not
Okay,
too.
hang on. The
You
baby.
got your tickets for free?
Yeah, A-list.
Oh, you and Kirsten both have A-list?
No, well, Kirsten, I paid for hers, but like I got my ticket for free though.
You're still paying $30 a month.
Yeah, still.
So you
Well,
mean,
it's pretty much free.
But like if I go, if
in
I
girl
go,
math, it's free.
if I go
Yeah.
see enough movies though,
It's a discount. It's not free.
if you go see 2-3 movies a month,
Then it's free.
it's free.
You're paying like $6 a movie at that point. Still $6 or $7. Oh my god!
Sorry.
No, it's like $13 regularly. Half price is like 6 or 7.
Yeah. Either way, I want to sit down and do the math. I did it at one time before they raised the price. I haven't done it since they raised it.
Depends on the day you see it. But you
It's
see
true.
it on weekends, though. Yeah, you're
True.
right. Though.
We saw like
You get
opening
free
night.
nights.
I am saving
You
money
really,
still.
it really
Yes.
is a good deal, and I hope whenever I finally never have to go to AMC again, that Showplace does a similar.
What if Showplace sucks?
What if it, dude?
Sad.
I
And you have to come crawling back, swallow your pride, and come crawling back to
I
AMC.
know.
There's always VIP.
what?
We got to drive all the way to
The mall
Harrisburg,
one.
though.
Oh, I forget about that one.
True, that one is okay.
Oh, no, the one in Carbondale is what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah,
I
VIP.
forgot the mall,
Yeah, I forgot they were up.
exists.
I saw Looney Tunes there, and
How was it?
I thought it was pretty good.
Did the sound work?
It worked. Here's the thing. I only saw one movie there. The sound was good, but it wasn't as good as like when AMC is
When AMC
at its-
works.
is at its peak. I guess if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then I thought Showplace in Harrisburg was really good. I love the stadium seating. I would almost take that over recliners. I know it's kind of a hot
depends.
take because like you can see everything well.
I don't mind stadium seating when I hate stadium seating because, like, when we go to see Odyssey, which we need to buy tickets tonight, when we go to see Odyssey, it's going to be stadium seating at Edwardsville. And then when you got to go to the bathroom, or if anyone has to go to the bathroom, it's like
Noticeable. Everyone
you're
can see
fighting,
you.
like,
Yeah.
you're crawling out of the Trojan horse trying to, like, get out of the row.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you get an aisle seat.
everyone has to, like, half stand up to, like, let you through. Like, it's
Yeah.
not a fan of it.
That part is unfortunate. I'm a little sick, by the way. Well, I was sick in the last
Again?
episode too.
You sound better than you did, dude. Jonah saw us at the theater, and like I thought you were
What's up,
dying.
guys? It's more allergies than anything. I'm not really sick necessarily, but if I cough in the mic, that's why.
Understandable.
But yeah, ideally, what if we got stadium and reclining, which wouldn't really make sense.
You can put like 12 people in the theater.
Yeah,
But then also like if the screen is now in front of you and you go back, you're kind of gonna have to look forward a
What if
little
it
bit.
reclines you up?
Oh, lift chair.
Double-decker couch.
Double-decker couch. Introducing the double-decker couch. We need an IMAX theater, though, near here.
I think one would do so well in Carbondale.
I think it would.
They
'Cause, like-
almost put one. We were talking about the mall before the episode started. They almost put one out at the mall.
Oh, really? I think they should because even... Not
It wasn't
even
going to be IMAX, but it was going to be like the screen.
the IMAX. What do you mean?
IMAX as a company
Oh, like the format.
only officially licenses so
I
many
gotcha.
screens, but it was going to be the format
The
size.
IMAX format, yeah.
of
So it'd be an
like
IMAX screen, but not IMAX brand.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good because then, like, that's not even just like our area. Like the nearest one is Edwardsville, like you said. So people, in Indiana, Missouri, Kentucky. I don't think there's one in Paducah, is there?
I don't think so, no.
That's a lot of people that would drive a long time to see something like the Odyssey.
Yeah.
So
Well, hey.
A lot of money. Money printing machine there.
yeah,
In theory.
let's just do it.
Or hey, it wasn't even us. Like the Starbucks shutdown, that was Starbucks' fault. Things that make money doesn't mean that they get to live.
True.
Yeah, that was
Capitalism.
Starbucks, had to close up all those stores, and we were unfortunately one of them.
They shut down one like 2 weeks before it opened. There was one like north of here, like I can't remember exactly where it was. I was talking about it with one of my students who worked at the Starbucks in town that shut down, and they were talking about cross training with that store when they were opening, and Starbucks shut it down. Like they built the building, put the kitchen in, bought all the equipment, fully hired staff, like did all the stuff except for actually open, and then they shut it down.
So it's just an abandoned Starbucks.
Yeah,
building.
there's just an empty. building.
hopefully somebody uses the building.
Hopefully, it's a great get your Taco Bell food, go park there and eat it.
Or Dairy Queen, come back, please.
Amen.
Yo, true. Oh, low key though, the Dairy Queen is going to be El Jalisco, the one right, literally right there.
Yeah. Dude, just
We're going to be in. Oh, sorry.
tell everyone where I live.
Sorry, we can cut that. And by we, I mean you. Sorry.
I live by the Dollar General next to the what's going to be a Mexican restaurant.
So figure it out.
Mexican restaurant. It's
If
really
you want
good.
an autograph, knock on the door.
Yeah, just go and give us a knock.
Yeah.
But dude, we're going to be in walking distance. From,
My address is.
this one. Walking distance from bomb Mexican food.
That is pretty exciting.
Even though we have like
A
bunch
third
of
Mexican restaurant.
A third Mexican restaurant. But low-key, I think it could be the best one. I would take El Jalisco over the other.
Over La
one.
Fiesta?
I think
Hey.
so. And I love La Fiesta, but El Jalisco's great.
I don't know if I've ever eaten one. Speaking of things that bombed, though, let's talk about Toy Story 5. Listen, hey,
It's
before
going to be
we...
a divisive episode.
I know. Listen, I didn't hate it.
Me and Jonah like to have fun. Tyler yells at screaming babies.
Yeah.
I'm being
true.
I'm being the heel for the sake of the segue. I didn't hate it. It was fine. I thought it was a overall fine movie, but I definitely don't think I liked it as much as you guys
I
did.
glazed this movie like a Krispy Kreme donut in this.
I'm
man.
Right thing.
Oh no.
I'm picturing Tyler as like the Family Guy cutaway with Brian yelling at the baby. You like that? Wow! You like that? You're just gonna sit here and watch, aren't you?
I thought
how
you were
I
going to
feel.
say the one where Stewie says something like mean, and then Chris goes, "Why are you so effing negative all the time?"
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, I think everyone at this point is familiar with Toy Story. Toys come to life. The rules surrounding when they're allowed to move in this movie were really vague. Starring Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Joan Cusack, and everyone's favorite potty training device, Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Got to star in this one, which I thought was cool.
Bad Bunny was in it too.
I didn't even know that was who was he again? I even
He
said
was,
that.
He was the pizza with sunglasses.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yes.
Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah, Uncle Grandpa Pizza Steve is in this movie.
I don't know how much money it's made right now, but its opening day it made $71 million.
Oh, it made like $300 million.
And it's
Yeah.
it's expected that its opening weekend it made over 130 million.
It's a stupid amount of money.
People always ask like, why does Pixar keep making sequels and less original
Because
movies?
they make money.
Look
Talking
at
about
this.
money printing machines.
Inside Out 2 was their most profitable movie.
yeah.
yeah.
Toy Story.
Makes
like,
money.
Yeah, I mean, even Toy Story 4, I don't care for that movie, but like, it's still not a bad movie.
I still haven't seen it.
They haven't made a bad Toy Story.
It's like I
I thought you said 4 was bad.
It's the worst. It's the worst one.
It's the weakest. It's still a good movie.
I need someone to, when we get there, I need someone to explain something to me. But anyways, no, it's almost made its budget back. It had a budget of $250 million. They say usually tack on, $200 million for marketing. So it's going to make around $500-ish million to like break even. And I'm sure it will do that.
This will make $1 billion.
It'll be in theaters a while.
Yes.
I actually Googled this last week now that I'm thinking about it. Let me refresh. So that number has already gone up. Grossed, according to the Google AI, just hit the refresh button, has made $312 million worldwide. So not even 4 days old. So
Yeah,
it'll
it's insane.
break that easy.
Toy Story. My thought on the Toy Story franchise now is it's kind of like watching your friend go to the casino and he starts winning and he keeps winning and then you want him to stop but he keeps spinning the wheel and you're waiting for the wheel to him to lose all his money. So like
I
You're
get what
waiting for it to like crash.
yeah, so like
but they haven't done it yet.
They've all been good, but every time they announce a new, I'm like, dude, you guys are like lucky that you haven't like tanked the reputation
They've
of the series.
confirmed 6 already.
Really? Honestly, at this point,
They're gonna
like,
do the end the Bonnie trilogy.
4. I was mad. I was like, why are you making this? And they ended up being good. Now that we have 5,
you guys
just go
told me
for it.
4 was not good. When I asked you about this
4
several weeks ago.
No, hold on.
4's the weakest.
We said 4 is the weakest.
the
That doesn't mean
weakest.
it's bad because
All
you
right.
have 3 masterpieces before it.
Yes.
I haven't seen 4, but I really didn't love this one. So
4 was
when you tell me 4 is worse than
You
this
may
one,
hate it. I don't know.
yeah,
It's not bad. It just-
I need to check it out.
3 was unnecessary. Sorry, lie. 4 was unnecessary.
Say-
But for what it was good. I liked what they did with it.
Say, I mean,
It has flaws, though.
Really, you should have stopped at 3
No,
because
just
3
stop at
was
3.
the perfect ending to the trilogy.
I agree.
Dude, I was watching some clips of 3. I love Toy Story. It's one of my favorite series ever. which I'm sure I will be apparent by my glaze. Dude, I was watching clips of the end of 3. That still gets me choked up like a little baby.
3's so
boy.
good.
3 is so good.
Like, you had the perfect trilogy, and then you have 4, which is not bad.
Not bad.
It's just way weaker than the other ones.
And I have 5, and I liked 5. I feel like they had more of like a vision, like the whole tablet idea seems more inspired.
Yeah, the tablet versus toys thing, that's interesting.
That's topical.
And
That's like what a Mon Toy Story, I feel like, is an
And I think they handled it well.
I think they did very well. And like at this point, if you went to 5,
Go 6.
might as well
do
go to
6.
6. Might as well go to 6 at this point.
Sunk
Just
cost
don't mess it
fallacy.
up. Yeah, exactly. But don't do any more,
Yeah. Then stop.
which is what I said 12 years ago.
Like,
But
now if they spit out a stinker, they may have to do another trilogy.
to cover it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Star Wars. We're going to need a sequel trilogy for Star Wars to cover
funny.
up the stinker of the sequel trilogy.
That's a whole nother box of
We
worms.
did a whole episode on those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I was going to say, so we can actually talk about that movie real quick. Should people take their kids, and if you're going to take a baby, make sure that you have someone with you to walk them out. Should they take their family to see this movie? I'm going to give it 1 thumbs up. Like, yes. Like, I think I'm going to be the Groucho on this episode. I didn't hate it. I thought it was good overall. If you like Toy Story, this is a no-brainer. For me, I didn't love it, though. I'd say go take your family to see Sheep Detective before this.
Two thumbs up. This is way better than Sheep Detective.
Oh.
100%.
I would go 2 thumbs up. I'm a Toy Story glazer. Pixar is like probably one of my favorite studios. I wanted to work there when I was a kid. That was like my dream job.
That's cool.
So I might be glazing, but I think they did a really good job with this one. I wouldn't say necessarily it's like on par with 1 through 3 still.
No,
but
not at all.
No, but like I think a step up from 4, and I like 4. I had a really good time with it. I thought best it could be. Well, that's not true, maybe. But I thought it was really good.
And this will go into like our next episode that we're going to record. I think this is better than a lot of what Pixar has put out. I think there's a lot. There's a few movies. There's several, I think, that I would put this under or put below Toy Story 5.
You know what?
Yeah.
The cat's out of the bag now at this point since we're recording this one. Our next episode we're recording when we're done here is the Pixar tier list.
Which we'll upload those together.
Yeah, and I have to see the list.
Yeah.
I think personally, for me, this is my opinion. I think after 2020, for the most part, I think Pixar kind of had like a little renaissance. Some of my favorite movies from them were
I would
after
disagree.
2020.
Well, Inside Out.
Soul.
No, Inside Out was 2016. 2 was after those.
Okay.
But you had Soul, Luca, Turning Red. I thought were all great. You had Onward, which I thought was pretty good.
I never saw Turning Red.
I didn't see
I
Onward.
like Turning Red. It's fun. It's not like spoiler.
Turning
I
Red
wouldn't
is very all right.
I really like Turning Red. You had Lightyear, which was, I think, bottom of the barrel.
Meh.
Meh. But Inside Out 2 I liked. I watched 30 minutes of Hoppers. I like that.
Yeah.
There's another one I'm forgetting.
You only watched 30 minutes of Hoppers? Weren't you really
Elio.
excited for that?
I was, and then this is literally like 5 days ago. I watched it on streaming, and then I went to the gym, and then I was tired and I fell asleep.
My sister-in-law asked me if you were going. She's like, "Does Jonah go to the gym?" I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "I saw him there with like some buff Asian dude the other day." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's
That's
yeah,
Aaron.
he was them. He
Yeah.
was there with him." Yeah,
I started going back. I'm down 10 pounds.
nice. Congrats,
you
man.
go.
Congrats.
I'm trying to
Little
get back
skinny boy.
into it as well.
Yeah, I go to Aquatic Center. I'm
In
there.
between my games of golf.
Yes.
Yeah, Cole's been a
Oh,
golfing
you're in
machine.
Josh's golf arc.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, Colts, get ready to spin that wheel. Let's go ahead and do accolades real quick. I'll start us off. My accolade is the Morally Ambiguous Award. Oh, my gosh. That was insane, bro. Why?
Trying to hold him back.
Yeah, I
And
appreciate
it's
that.
making it worse.
My award is the Morally Ambiguous Award.
Okay.
I'll explain more later.
I think I
Okay.
know what you're going for.
I don't really have a good reward, a good one for this.
I kind of forgot.
Hold on, I'm putting the wheel
Uh-oh.
together.
Maybe I should have reminded you guys to have an accolade before this.
Let's go with the Talking Toys Award.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Cole's like, let's go with the Toy Story.
5 award.
We got Jonah. You're doing this one, by the way.
Man,
Two in a row. Okay.
I'm gonna go with. The Tech Good Message About Tech Award.
yeah.
I'll explain.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I think we're going to
Yeah,
have some debates about it based on the look on your face.
All right. Yeah, no, you're fine.
Which is going to be good.
Yeah.
Jonah, you got the floor.
All right, so we open up. It's Bonnie. She's playing with toys in her yard, and she wants to make friends. She's not very good at making friends with other kids. How relatable.
Question.
Yes.
Actually, not a question, statement. There's shorts on Disney Plus that show she has friends before this movie.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Was it the Forky ones?
It could have been the Forky ones.
I haven't seen those, but interesting. Okay.
Oh. I don't know that either. But Bonnie isn't very good at making friends in this movie. Her parents end up buying her a lily pad, which is like a Leap pad or an iPad.
Can I change my accolade?
Yeah.
Worst Parents of the Year award.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty bad.
Pretty
bad.
I forgot how much I hated that. That's
But
actually
not the
part
worst.
of why I did like
Yes,
this movie.
Bonnie has established friends prior to Toy Story 5 in its core plot involving her struggle to make new friends. Mason and Blake. Oh, no, that's in the. Mason is in the before. The Toy Story That Time Forgot Bonnie.
Okay, I saw Toy Story That Time Forgot a long time ago.
But no, I hated the parents in this.
She had a friend, though. It's not like she had no friends. So they kind of
I'll say this.
forgot about the friend to make the plot work.
Yeah.
But still, regardless.
no
Yeah,
one in
true.
this movie can remember anything. Continue.
Okay.
I-
I know what you're going to bring up. I can't wait to debunk it. So
I will say this too. Bad parents, but also a lot of parents like this.
yeah, for sure.
Not
Realistic
disagreeing.
parents.
Not disagreeing with you.
Yeah. But yeah, Bonnie can't make friends. They buy her this lily pad because all the other kids have it. They think it'll help her fit in. And they're kind of hesitant about it first. Gets the lily pad. Bonnie is, of course, addicted to it for a while, playing all the time. Jesse, very Toy Story 1-esque, gets on the bed and has an argument with the tablet. Bonnie goes to sleep over and has a terrible time. And then Jesse and Bullseye try to tag along, and they get lost. And then this old couple finds Jesse, and they find her first kid's address on her, and take her to her original owner's house, which is like a farmhouse. Also, I forgot before this, Jesse has a walkie-talkie that she's talking to Woody with, who left in 4. Spoilers. Actually, piece that together.
I figured it out.
Yes, left.
I'm not that stupid.
Bonnie. Yes, and there was like a misunderstanding a little bit, and Woody thinks they need help, so Woody is shoehorned back in. And then so Jessie goes back to her farmhouse. There's some shenanigans with a horse, and then a kid that lives there now gets Jessie, and she meets Conan O'Brien. Is like a potty training tech toy, and some other tech toys, like a GPS and a camera.
They got Disney product placement in their own Disney movie.
That's what I thought. Like, this is when at the Disneyland. I'm like, come on now.
Like,
Woody,
guys.
you are at Disneyland. you are dressed up in costume at that place. Anyways, stuff happens. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Jesse tries to get back home. So the Conan O'Brien toilet thing has internet connection, so they make a post saying that Bonnie lost her toys. And then Bonnie is going there, and then when she's at the house, her little group chat of her new friends basically makes fun of her for having toys. And she changes her mind. She's like, I don't play with toys anymore. And then they leave. And then the kid's like, dang. And then...
Like, all right, free toys.
All right, free toys. And then takes them back upstairs. Jesse's like, dang, this sucks. Because like her third kid that has abandoned her. So she goes to her... the tree from Toy Story 2 where her and her kid used to play, and she sees it says Emily was here. No, Jessie was here. Sorry. Jessie was here. And she's like, I didn't write that. And then she finds a time capsule.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to watch that scene?
Yes. The most emotional part of the movie. Kid starts screaming. But didn't stop me. She pulls out this time capsule, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's this? And then she's like, this isn't Emily's stuff. And then she finds a note. She discovers that Emily named her daughter after Jessie.
Best part of the movie, in my opinion.
Oh, I cried. Yeah. Even though the kid was crying behind me, I cried with him.
Yeah, you don't yell at Jonah for crying.
Yeah.
Jonah didn't scream
I was like,
at the top of his lungs.
I could do that next time. I cried in the movie.
Will you? Will you?
I will.
It's like the Grinch at the end.
And then, where was I at? Oh, yeah. Then Jesse's like, oh, okay, so it doesn't matter when, it just matters that you're there for them when they need you. Toys do leave a more lasting emotional impact than the tech does. Also, circling back throughout the movie, I love this. I feel like some people aren't going to like it.
No, I think I know what you're about to say.
Yeah, there's a subplot of a bunch of high-tech buzzes.
Awesome.
Their shipping container crashes on an island, and they're in Space Ranger mode. And they end up trying to find Star Command. And I don't remember all the details, but I remember somehow they find, I think what happens is they end up finding the post that they make, like saying, Jesse, like you lost your toys.
It went to like every device, like every like a lot of different devices.
All the elite pads.
And they happen to come across one to see a star.
Yeah, on Jessie,
Yeah.
And they think she's Star Command. So then they find her, it made me laugh because they like go to the address and then the little GPS star is there and they're like, Star Command. Anyways, they show up. Also, Woody and Buzz make their way to this house to save Jessie. And they meet all of the Buzzes. And they all show up. They ride all the horse toys that this girl has to get back to Bonnie. They end up on a truck. It's a whole action sequence. And then crazy, but also awesome. I really like this. All the Buzzes. They're stuck on this truck. It's leaving town. Like, how do we get off? Turns out all of the high-tech Buzzes are actually drones.
It's awesome.
Awesome. And they all grab everybody, and they're flying around like little winged Pikmin. And Buzz proposes to Jessie because he wanted to do that the whole movie. And then Bonnie gets her toys back. They orchestrate a meeting between the kids again. Because the kid also, the horse girl, I'm doing bad at this.
Blaze.
The horse girl also likes to play.
Cool name, by the way.
Is a lot like Bonnie. So they get them to meet again. Bonnie is like, all right, kind of puts away the elite pad. And then they play with toys, and now she has a friend. And she still uses the elite pad, but they've disabled the chat feature, I think they said. And they're still taking pictures with it. So you still use the elite pad, but in more limited ways. So it's kind of like,
Don't give them everything.
You can't get rid of tech. You can't avoid tech, but it is dangerous. Basically, it's kind of the vibe. You have to be cautious of it.
It's not meant to replace. It's meant to just, you can use it to assist and make connections a little easier. Connect in ways that, times have changed. That's how you are going to connect with people.
Yes, but it can be bad for kids.
Shouldn't replace every aspect of your life, though.
Yes. And also important to note, the lily pad likes Bonnie. She's not like evil. She thinks she's helping Bonnie.
Yeah.
So by the end, she realizes what she's done.
Yeah.
And it ends up being good. I forgot about the redemption arc.
And I thought that was good. It wasn't like tech is evil.
Yes.
Tech is...
It's hard to do this, I feel like, because you either sound really preachy or wishy-washy. And I think they did it well without being too wishy-washy. Like, it is like, hey, it's not really black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Oh, yeah, and Woody leaves again.
Yeah.
With Bo Peep and Duke Kaboom, who, like, of these new Toy Story movies, one of my favorite characters. Keanu Reeves, by the way. You haven't seen 4.
Oh, really? No, I haven't. I didn't realize that was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Duke Kaboom, and it's a different Combat Carl every time, but the Combat Carls are always really funny.
That is, yeah. I did see Combat. I did enjoy Combat Carl.
Originally, they weren't going to have Woody in this movie at all.
I think, kind of getting into like, okay, I love this movie. One of my things is like, I don't think you needed Woody, and I like that he was here. Him and Buzz's little banter was fun.
Yeah,
but it did feel like to me they were like, I mean, I think you can't really do it without Woody. But I feel like the focus is on Jesse. You can have Buzz just go with somebody else or even go by himself.
I would have liked that more.
Yeah.
So one of my big complaints with this movie is I feel like Buzz was a wet towel. Like,
I think it was better than 4. 4,
really?
He was an idiot.
4, he did was literally useless.
So 4, he was literally stupid.
I don't think he was stupid in this movie, but I feel like he was useless. The only time I can recall him actively doing anything was whenever he was talking with the Buzzes as they're torturing Woody. Mm-hmm. Like outside of that, he's just there. He And for the record, I'm not upset that like Jesse bosses him around. You know, that's okay. But like, it does feel a little like he just kind of does whatever anyone tells him to do. It's not just Jesse. Like Jesse bosses him around when he's with Woody.
He's simping.
Like I said, it's not just Jesse though. Like when he's with Woody, I feel like he didn't really do anything.
They bickered.
Try to be the deputy.
Yeah, like they bickered, but like that was it. Like I don't feel like Woody really did that much for the fact
They're
either.
supporting characters at this point. They're taking a backseat to Jesse in this movie.
Yeah.
Which I thought Jesse being the lead was
I
a
liked
really
that.
good call.
I
really
did
good
en-
change of pace.
I did enjoy that. I'll say I did like that.
This was a
Yeah.
Jesse movie.
Yeah. I did like I said, I liked Woody here. He's obviously, you know, I like Woody. I don't think it was necessary. I didn't hate that he was here, but Buzz I did like, and for his arc is that Woody says he has to listen to his inner voice. And Buzz, who apparently has lost all of his brain cells in 4, those buttons on his chest that do his voice lines, he thinks that's his conscious. So he'll be like somewhere, he's like, what do I do now? And it said, secret mission. He's like, oh, I'll do a secret mission. And then...
That's really dumb.
Yeah. I didn't like that part of 4.
So
poor
can you
Buzz.
tell me why Woody left?
Okay.
He was wanting to help
Other toys.
help
But
other toys out, right?
Bonnie, like, you know, she's a girl, so she gravitates way more to Jesse, so Woody's not the favorite toy, really. He's not getting played with as much. And then he meets Forky, who you saw in this movie. Well, Bonnie makes Forky.
I remember that from the trailers.
Yes, Bonnie makes Forky. He comes alive, and she loves Forky. And so he's trying to, like, Forky wants to kill himself. No, literally. Like, he wants to throw himself in the trash because he thinks he's garbage. Well, he is garbage. Like, 4 has problems. There's parts of 4 I love. Forky is awesome. So he's, like, trying to keep Forky alive for Bonnie, and then he meets Bo, and Bo Peep is basically, like...
Thick Bo Peep.
Thick Bo Peep is, like, a toy nomad.
I do remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so Bo Peep basically, like, finds lost toys and helps them get the kids, basically.
Okay.
And then Forky gets kidnapped by an antique doll, and that's where the whole movie takes place. Anyways, Woody ends up being like, well, I really like Bo, and my
So he
time...
leaves because of Bo.
Because of Bo, and also because, like, he was still hanging on to Andy, and he has to kind of realize that Bonnie isn't Andy, and then he's like, I'm just going to let that go and then help give other toys that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good arc.
Yes, I like that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm if that's the case, I'm kind of with you. Like, I don't hate that he was in the film, but I do think it would have given Buzz more autonomy.
Yes.
Had Woody not been there.
Yeah, I don't hate that he was here, but it was very unnecessary. It
Okay.
didn't need to happen.
And all the other toys just get shoved in a box, literally.
Yeah, that
into the
happened in 4
garage.
too. 4
Yeah.
there in the RV the
They
whole
just
time.
don't like
So-
to use the other toys.
That was another
Yeah.
complaint of mine. Like, I think back on Toy Story 1 and 2, and every toy had, like, a role that they filled.
There's
Like,
too many of them now. Is the
but
problem.
you
Yeah.
could have grabbed a few.
like Slinky along. Like 2,
Yeah.
like you said, 2, like
Ham.
what was it? Yeah, Ham. 2, like Buzz and a bunch of them are going across the city, and it's funny.
Yeah, like even I remember Rex was like my favorite character in 2.
Rex is funny.
Like
Rex had a few lines in this that were hilarious.
Yeah.
he did, yeah. One of my larger complaints with this film, I won't say it's my biggest, was that I felt like I'm fine with the focus being on Jesse, no complaints there. But aside from Jesse, Buzz and Woody didn't do anything. The other toys were barely on screen. We introduced some new toys, which I'm fine with, but I would have liked to have seen them interact with more than just Woody and Buzz. So I don't know.
Like
And
Smarty
Jesse.
Pants. I like Smarty Pants. A
Yeah.
lot.
It was a good showing of like how quick tech evolves.
Yeah.
Yes. And
That
I
was
like,
good.
I like how they're like, when they're like, oh, how long did she play with you for? And usually they're like 3 months. And it's like, that's
Like
kind of
months?
true.
Too
'cause,
long?
Like, that's kind of how those
Like
tech
too long,
things go.
way
Yeah.
too short.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and say we're talking about tech. Let's go ahead and get my biggest gripe out of the way.
Okay, here we go.
I
Yeah.
have a lot of little gripes that I'm going to choose to try to just ignore. I might throw them out depending on how we're doing
Be
on
grumpy.
time.
Be grumpy.
But here's the thing: it is a kids movie, so a lot of my gripe. Like, let me throw out an example of a gripe that doesn't really matter because it's a kids movie. Why do the Buzz Lightyears have Wi-Fi hotspots in them?
Because
High
tech.
tech.
Like, that's so stupid. Well, it's a kid's toy. Is a parent going to buy a SIM card? Like dumb stuff like that. Stuff that, like, for the purpose of the movie,
man's a freaking drone, dude.
they
He is a
threw
drone. What if they lose the drone?
they threw it in for the sake of the movie to get the story from point A to point B, and I'm fine with it. So I'm going to ignore a lot of those stuff. But my biggest problem, the reason I originally gave it the morally ambiguous, when this movie first started, it felt like old man yells at cloud, like angry about iPad. I remember like when they were moaning and groaning about the iPad and showing the kids. When Jesse goes up to the roof and sees all the kids are
like zombie
zombies, I
apocalypse,
literally like let out like a small groan. I was like, ugh.
That was like
And Jesse is like super racist against tech also.
yeah. That was like a good luck, have fun, don't die. The plot with the TikTok kids.
That's kind of how it felt. So I kind of like I was like, okay, I can probably see where this is going. We're probably going to turn to like Lily Pad at the end and realize, like you said, that tech isn't necessarily evil. It's how we use it. I'm fine with that. I don't think they ever showed that. They said that several times, but they didn't show that, with the exception of Lily Pad kind of helping them get together at the end. Even towards the end when we're flying and riding horses places, we're still showing people are zombies. The only reason the toys are not being noticed is because people are still zombies being glued to their phones. We have dads that are like ignoring their family for their like backgrounds on a Skype call. We have people playing video games. We never see it actually show us that tech has like a good middle ground, with the exception of the daydream sequence at the wedding. So the movie like tells us this, but then I feel like did not actually show it at all. It still kind of showed tech as being this like not good thing up until the end.
Yeah, but did show like, you know, Smarty Pants and the hippo and the camera, they're all tech, and then the kid had a lot of good memories with them.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's fine.
Yeah,
but, like,
they were technically tech. They're kind of tech hybrids. They were mixed.
They were mixed.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a
Jesse
mixed race.
Jesse still had a little racist rant to the Smarty Pants,
Yeah.
though. This is all your kind's fault. Like,
Yeah, your kind. Whoa.
Jesse,
Yeah.
whoa,
I thought that
calm
was
down.
funny. So that was, like, my only, like, one of my true honest-to-goodness plot gripes is I feel like the message they said was not necessarily the message they showed. Maybe I'll change my opinion on another reviewing. I would watch this again.
I do actually agree with the part you said at the beginning, feeling like grumpy old man.
Yeah.
But they did really dial that back after that rooftop scene, I think, to where it didn't bother me as much.
I mean, they tried to show Lily Pad as evil at first.
Yeah.
Evil, quote unquote. But really, it's, as it goes on, she's just trying to do what she thinks is best. So, like, you really can't fault her for that.
Yeah, she's like the other toys. She's like, she wants to make Bonnie happy.
Yeah, she
but
just has a different way of doing it. And then she realized, man, I messed
I
up.
screwed up bad, yeah.
I thought the chat rooms were comically, like, it felt like the band kids in Halloween. Which one is that? Returns?
Halloween ends.
Halloween Ends. It felt like the band kids in Halloween Ends, where they're
Yeah.
just like comically evil.
Oh, that was so stupid. but so,
toys.
Sending like a baby crying with like laughing emojis.
Like, bro,
and
what
it's-
are you, like 8?
To be
And yeah.
fair, I have sent a baby crying gift to my friends many times.
but like not to bully. Like, really? To, like,
not
Jonah,
like
come on,
meanly,
man.
but
Yeah.
no. Usually
Like-
if they complain about something, I'll send that.
that was my
And
thing.
say
Like
this
the whole
is you.
purpose of like, okay, so going back to the parents, this is like a side gripe, but I that's not necessarily a knock at the story. This is a kids movie. They're wanting to show that those kids were not really Bonnie's friends. It drove the point home,
Yeah.
maybe too well, but I'm not complaining about it. I just thought it was funny.
It can happen.
I chuckled when it happened. Going back to the parents, though, the whole purpose of them buying this lily pad is that it's like a kid-safe device that they can monitor. And then they proceed.
Well, did they say that is a kid-safe device that they can monitor?
It's like the whole point of it.
I mean,
It's like an iPad.
it's a leap pad.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
like,
interpret
originally
it.
you can't even message
Yeah,
people
we
unless they're
we
like,
can assume a lot of things, but
That's
like,
True, yeah.
you originally can't even message people like unless they're in your pond, so to speak.
Yeah,
and
they
then
were in their
we
pond.
start messaging every lily pad in existence. And like at one point, the lily pad texts the dad. Mm-hmm. How?
I mean, I'm sure they have like the phone numbers saved in there or something.
Yeah.
Where like it can connect to the parents' tech. If we're going to go based off of that,
I will say this too. Before she texts the dad, you see a bunch of code pop up. So
Yeah.
it's almost like she has like
she hacked
like-
herself.
Yeah.
like almost like
That
can
was-
do whatever she wants. Yeah.
That was in my bucket of things that I didn't like, but I'm not going to gripe about. Was like lily pad and tech in general in this movie are just overpowered and MacGuffin-y. So like at one point we needed to send a message so the
Smarty Pants can send
the
the message.
potty
Yeah.
training device can connect to the internet
Yeah.
and send a message.
That
I
was
was
one of the
like,
things where I was like, that's strange, but I will suspend my
it
disbelief.
took him very
Yeah.
long to connect to send it though.
That's true.
but like, how did he? Why is the potty training toy one connected to the internet? Like in general, but then two, like,
can send a photo. Whoa.
what was that?
I stepped on your little
My
skateboard.
dolly.
Yep.
Yeah. Like it,
Dolly from
once
this movie?
again, okay, movie's got a movie. It's a kid's movie, so I'm going to try to like be generous in that regard.
Yeah.
But it was
Family
really
movie.
weird.
Just
What?
kidding. It's a family movie.
You know what? Let's talk about that. I view Toy Story as it's a movie that families can enjoy, but it's primarily aimed at kids.
My thing is, I feel like Toy Story, its target audience is kids, but like I feel like when I watch when I'm older, I get stuff out of it that I don't get out of it as a kid.
Can we agree that its target audience is kids, though?
I guess so.
I did not appreciate the "I'll wipe your ass" line or the "Shet" line. Like, I feel like if I had taken my like very young kid to the movie, because kids repeat everything, like they repeat everything, and those two lines happened, I'd be a little aggravated as a parent.
He didn't say.
He said enough.
That one maybe, but the Shet line, like I wouldn't have got that as a child.
Yeah.
Also, think about this too. I mean, I was cool with it in Puss in Boots and Incredibles 2. Those have curse words in it.
Incredibles 2, I would agree, is aimed at kids. I don't think Shrek.
Well, Puss in Boots.
I don't think that was necessarily aimed at like.
I love Shrek when I was a kid. Then again, Shrek 1 had curse.
I think Shrek is a movie for families that kids can mostly watch. Like, I don't know if its target audience is kids.
Even Toy Story, I don't know if I would say the target audience is kids. I mean, kids like it, but it's just kind of it's like a Mario. Like Mario is, I guess, aimed at kids, but like Mario isn't for kids. It's kind of a tricky question, actually. That's a good question. I actually don't even know what how I would group it.
I can say it. I feel like if I was a parent and I brought my like 4-year-old that repeats everything they hear, I would not be putting on Toy Story 5 for a while.
Yeah,
but they said enough of it. Like the "I'll wipe your," they said enough of it.
I'll wipe your
I feel like he even put a little bit. It was enough. It was enough.
Arse.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always been some, like there was this one's a little more less on the nose, but I always thought it was funny. I was kind of excused to bring it up in Toy Story 1 when Slinky is glazing Woody at the beginning, and then Potato Head takes off his mouth and he like puts it on his butt.
His butt.
I thought it was funny. Yeah,
It's just fart humor. There was a good.
like is he saying he's an A kisser?
Oh,
That's
I didn't
the
even get
bit.
that one.
Yeah.
I didn't even get that one. There you go.
See? Can't watch any of the Toy Stories now.
See, I'm fine
Banned.
with. There's nothing that a kid's going to repeat. And I think that's genuinely where I'm at with it. Like, I jokingly told my nephew to start chanting "men" this weekend because he hit Elena, and I said, "Yeah, I hit women," like as a joke because it was Father's Day, just being really dumb.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Men, men, men," and for like the next hour, this kid went around going, "Men, men, men, men." You know, like they just latch on to stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying too.
But then that's also, the parent needs to address it. Like, hey, we don't say that. We don't.
I agree, but like I don't think that a parent,
don't let them
like I
continue
said,
to say
maybe
it.
I'm being grumpy old man. I don't think a parent should have to get online and like check out Toy Story before taking your kid to see Toy Story. Yeah. So, my other really large plot gripe that is not in the piddly bucket, but in my like main bucket, they put a really big emphasis on this movie in several different scenes on once you're forgotten, you're stuck there. But then we've seen throughout all of the Toy Story movies, and even a lot in this movie, that toys can go really wherever they want. Like,
What do you mean?
so like the first time the line is said in this movie, they said, "If I were you, I'd find a drawer that might buy you a couple years," because like the implication is like once they stop playing with you, that's like where you are stuck. And we see that like several toys in the backyard have remained in the gutter or in the bushes or trapped halfway under the house because they were forgotten about, and they're not allowed to move because that would break the illusion. But then we see all sorts of toys, once again, not just in this movie, all sorts of toys move wherever they want when people aren't looking and do whatever they want. So like that was a really weird plot point for them to drive home several different times throughout the film.
I think it's more that they want to get played with, so they're like staying there to
If they
possibly
Like they
get
say
played
the
with.
line like twice actually, because Piggy makes the joke. Is it Piggy or Ham?
Ham.
Ham makes the
Piggy.
joke later.
Larper.
The first guy says, "Find a drawer that might save you a couple, or that might buy you a couple years." And then Ham, towards the end of the movie, whenever they think that all is lost, he goes, "I'm gonna go hide myself behind the cabinet," like because he doesn't want to get forgotten.
Yeah, but they also say like for like being a lost toy is not ideal. Like it's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah.
Even in one where he's like, "I'm a lost toy."
But like the idea that lost toys, so like Woody and Bo, are they just bringing these toys to people? Mm-hmm. So like once again, that breaks the illusion. Like kids, the toys can do really whatever they want. They're choosing to try to not break the illusion.
What if it's like here's how I could view that. What if it's like a toxic relationship kind of thing?
Okay.
You are distraught because you're not happy with where you're at, but if you leave, what do you have left?
Yeah, and I interpret it too as like the toys would rather stay in a drawer somewhere and then maybe get played with one day.
Then maybe there's no shot if you
live
leave
on the street. Yeah, and then something happened to him because also the toys are usually pretty loyal to the kid. Like in Toy Story 3, they were with Andy till he was 18.
Yeah, he was about to go for college.
Yeah, in the chest for years.
why didn't
trying to get played with?
Why didn't the fish take itself out of the gutter and put itself on the front porch or somewhere where it's in eyesight, right?
The fish?
There's a fish stuck in the gutter that makes the implication that it's stuck up there forever because it's been replaced by an iPad. Or
it's gonna get played with.
The gnome in the bushes. Do what Jesse has done several times in this film and put yourself in line of sight.
I don't know. The thing is, you can say it with any of the Toy Story movies.
And that's what I'm saying. They do it in other Toy Story movies.
Yeah, like Sid's toys, why don't they leave?
Several.
Or
toys.
Wheezy, why didn't he jump down?
Yeah.
I have the unpopular opinion that, with the exception of a couple things, I don't think Sid did anything that wrong.
He
was torturing him.
Okay,
He made a hooker.
Here's the thing. He didn't know they were sentient.
Yeah,
He was
that's
just.
why he didn't know that they were alive.
But they were tortured though. They could have left.
But here's the thing. They could have. They were getting played with at the end of the day. Once again, I think Sid did do some wrong things. And didn't he steal Woody at one point?
No, he got him in a claw machine.
Yeah, because he went to the
Pizza Planet.
I thought he took someone from a yard sale at one point.
That's two. The old man takes Woody, steals Woody.
Yeah,
Al's toy barn.
Same thing. I don't think that Al is an actual villain.
He stole a toy from a kid.
Other than stealing. That's the only thing he did wrong.
From a little kid.
Once again, his only crime, his only sin was theft.
From a kid. His favorite toy.
I don't disagree with you. I agree with you.
Also at the end, he's like, I'm going to make so much money.
They treat the fact that he wants to restore a toy and put it in a museum as a villainous act. But at the end of the day, that's preserving a toy so that adults who are interested in those toys can still have joy through those toys and the fact that they get to see them and experience them.
But they make it clear he only cares about the money.
Okay, that's valid.
And
I'll concede on that. I'll concede on that.
Yeah.
I still don't think, with the exception of the theft, that he's as evil as they make him out to be.
I mean, he literally, though, the mom says, it's not for sale, it's my kid's favorite toy. And he goes...
Yeah,
and then he steals Woody.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
His fingers.
Sid, though,
Yeah,
I don't think Sid is necessarily a villain.
I agree with you there. I think if Sid knew the toys were alive,
maybe he would have.
He obviously didn't.
He looked like he'd be a psychopath.
Yeah.
He already was. But.
Honestly,
that was probably just the poor CG.
Yeah.
Once he found out the toys were alive, though, it seemed like he changed his ways.
I probably didn't go near a toy ever again.
He's traumatized.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. He was in 3.
Yeah, he was in 3 as the garbage man, right?
Yeah, he seemed like he was doing okay.
I don't remember that. He was in 3?
It's an Easter egg. He has a skull hat, and the garbage man has a skull hat, T-shirt, Sid shirt, and he's listening to music. He goes,
yeah, he's the garbage guy.
I did. I never caught that.
And
That's
Pizza
really
Planet
funny.
drove by. We got another Pizza Planet sighting in this movie.
And when they're riding the horsies.
Yeah.
No.
That is funny. No, anyways, and like I said, maybe it needs to be in my piddly gripe, but I was not happy about the inconsistencies on whether toys were allowed to move themselves or not. The toys are always supposed to maintain the illusion, right? Mm-hmm. But yet, a wall of horses leave for an entire evening.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
That girl that girl had to go into her bedroom and just be like, 40 of my toys are missing, and then the little, that had to be crazy.
Yeah, my thing is you guys just do have a lot for Toy Story. What was it? I forgot.
I don't know.
Buzz flies in 1. That's pretty crazy.
I don't think it was a true flight. It was a glide.
It was a glide, but it was impossible.
Still,
yeah,
ridiculous.
Have you guys,
ridiculous.
I went back and rewatched 1 and 2 about a year ago, and it's crazy. We're going to talk about visuals here in a little bit at some point. We get to the rubric. The jump in quality from Toy Story 1 to Toy Story 2 is astronomical.
You think first of its kind in Toy Story 1, and then they had a few years to kind of figure it out a little bit.
It's actually crazy.
They all look amazing too. Looks good. 4.
The toys look good in Toy Story 1.
Yeah,
they didn't know how to do people or animals.
The toys look okay.
If you notice in 1 when Andy's having his birthday party,
they're just all Andy.
Yeah, the way they frame it, you can't tell all of his friends are Andy, just with different hair.
I've seen that.
But 4, oh my gosh.
Have you seen the way? I don't think they did it with this movie, but for Inside Out 2, they actually built like a virtual set and then mapped out every single person what they were going to do, regardless of whether the camera was looking at them or not, and then moved a virtual camera in a real space. So like they had a camera guy in like a room with dots on the walls to like be the set, actually do camera work on Inside
Make
Out
it
2,
feel real.
which I thought was so cool. And I don't think they've done that at another movie since then because it cost a lot of time and money, but it definitely like it was felt. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Pixar always does wacky stuff. Dude, Toy Story 4, there's a scene at the very beginning where it's raining. Dude, the water looks unreal. They're in like by the sidewalk where the water runs through the edge. Dude, it looks insane. This movie does too. I also
Well, the buzzes are coming out of the water.
yes,
Looks so good.
Looks insane. One thing I did want to mention, the beginning of the movie, I was like, the screen's kind of dim, and I was like, but I kind of fell into it. I saw a clip of someone literally just recording in a theater of Facebook this movie. Our screen was dim.
Yeah, we've been having that problem a lot of AMC.
Like
Well,
the beginning of the
theater
movie. Yeah. the beginning of the movie when they first their first crash landed, it looks on our screen like it was night already.
Yeah.
That scene is
Oh, wait,
like,
was it not night?
it was like dusk.
Oh.
And it looked like night. I was like, dude, our screen was actually pretty rough.
Elena wants to get the tattoo that Buzz says when they come out of the ocean. He says, I can't see the stars. The fog is too thick. She said she wants to get that tattooed on her, and I thought
man.
that was pretty funny.
I loved the Buzz Legion plot line.
I didn't mind the Buzz Legion plotline. I enjoyed that.
I was
Yeah.
wondering where, like, they're going to tie this back in somehow. I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be funny.
It just cuts away from the plot a little bit to follow this adventure here.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the Buzz Legion plotline. It's in between the piddly and the not piddly bucket. I don't like the fact you guys are familiar with Skylanders, right?
I love Sky.
I didn't like Skylanders as a premise because it's like, buy our $70 video game with a $30 base. Want to play more than one character? Each character costs $30 extra.
It was scummy, but I love the scum.
So scummy.
Also, they were $10.
Some of them. The cheap ones.
The characters were 10. Level packs were 30.
Oh, yeah, you had to buy the levels too, Cole. Don't forget.
No. There was DLC levels. You had the whole campaign in the game.
It was a really cash grabby thing.
It was scummy, but it was fun.
I didn't like in this
Spyro
movie.
Worked for Jonah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of.
Look at
I
him.
have
He's a
whole
schmuck.
Box. I have a whole box of those boys.
I didn't love in this movie that the buzzes can only unlock their like drone mode if you scan their QR code with a lily pad. Like,
Man, I think they're a good
it's like a
controller.
weird implication of like
Yeah, well, how are you going to control it then?
sell the buzz with the remote or something. I don't know, like a drone. Crazy thought.
I don't know, probably cheaper. It's
Like,
a buzz.
Imagine if that toy was real. Like Christmas time,
It will be.
and honestly, it might be. But let's pretend Disney actually does this though. They say, "Hey, buy our $70 Buzz Lightyear toy."
Everything's $70 in your universe.
This buzz would be way more than.
It probably more than that.
$70.
I'm making it cheap.
$100.
Let's buy. Okay,
He flies.
buy our. What's a drone? A cheap drone's $150. Buy our $150 officially licensed Disney Buzz Lightyear drone. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to do the drone part? Do you have an iPad? Well, you have to actually download the Disney app and scan him with the iPad, and that's the thing that would be scummy.
Let's be real. They're going to make it. They would make it with the phone.
I wouldn't like it, but that's not unfathomable.
Really?
I think that's.
I
pretty-
think
that's more likely than a
anymore.
remote.
We got this.
Yeah.
This could be a
Maybe
controller.
if you could do it with
Yeah.
the phone, I'd be fine with it. I don't know. Lilypad like downloaded an app.
Well, that's
that,
all
like,
That's all we had. They don't have a cell phone there.
Yeah.
Add a
Maybe you're
Lilypad.
right. Maybe you're right. Maybe that's why.
I think that's a little bit. You're
Maybe I'll
stretching a
pull that
little
back.
bit there.
All right, you're not wrong. Maybe I'm stretching a bit there.
What are they talking about with the buzzes?
The fact that they could fly,
they
like
could
fly.
fly.
If they make that a real toy, that actually is really cool.
I bet they will.
I may buy one. Who
I
knows?
mean, that's kind of awesome.
You think they'll actually make that?
I'm sure they
If
would.
they can figure it out, they would. I mean, Toy Story. I mean, it's a toy
They
making
got
machine.
Disney has stupid amounts of money.
They made BB-8 a toy, and that looked sci-fi.
Yeah. I will say I'm happy that Disney didn't make a toy to sell in this one. So like Lilypad is very clearly like a leapfrog.
It's just like
Right.
generic tablet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
generic tablet. I feel like an almost with the Even with Forky a little bit, but with the exception not counting Forky, every other Toy Story movie has been like, you will buy this toy when you leave the theater. Like, see the gift shop on the way out.
I mean, but it is Toy Story.
It is Toy Story, yeah.
It's
You know,
hard not to do that.
Toy Story.
Yeah, they're gonna make toys.
I haven't seen 4, but I felt like with everyone, it's like, here's the new one you have to go buy, and I appreciate that there wasn't one of those in this.
Hey, it's Smarty Pants.
Do you think Smarty Pants will return in Avengers Doomsday, though?
Oh, I guess
does.
they might make a Smarty Pants game or toy, actually.
Oh, line that cracked me up, but it was also like insane was when he's like, "I'm not gonna play your games." Like that's what they.
That's what they
and he
all
like rubs
say.
himself.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was funny. I really enjoyed. I cracked up whenever Buzz looked at the unicorn and like looked at him all sultry like, and he
And
goes,
like winked, yeah.
I thought that was good.
I also like when him and Jesse had the smooch in the air. He did the little like
The little
leg
foot.
race. I'm like,
Yeah, you gonna
that's
tell me that
funny.
no one saw that?
Yeah,
There was some good in this movie. Yeah, I did laugh.
I love that.
Quite a few times. Yeah.
I really like too. What I thought was interesting, I think we talked about before. How like Pixar, I think they've made great movies. I think why they're not hitting as much is that like kind of like video games, graphics have become so impressive that they kind of plateaued.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say since like Uncharted 4, like very few games have surpassed that.
Like, how much better are you gonna get?
Yeah, how much better can you get? So, like, Pixar definitely has the best animation. Like, Toy Story 4 looks like real life. Soul, besides the characters, like, the New York looks like real life. And I think why other movies have done better is because they're going a different route that's more stylized. Same with, like, video games.
I
So-
thought this one did good with the stylization.
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems
Yeah.
like they're starting to experiment because when Bonnie's imagining things, it's very, like, crayon-y. Mm-hmm. And then...
I liked that.
Yeah, and they put out a trailer for their next movie called Gato, and that looks like painted. And I think they're going to try to
That did look cool.
do something different. That makes me excited for the future.
Yeah, I agree. Before we like get to the rubric here in a couple minutes, like let's talk real quick about you're talking about visuals. Like I felt like this movie looked good. I didn't think they did anything like crazy creative, with the exception of the crayon for the dream sequence. Am I wrong?
I mean, I thought it looked great, but that's like Pixar standard, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's also if our screen was as dim as you're saying it is also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A factor.
I'm
Maybe.
not gonna knock that against the movie. That's not its fault.
I can only complain one time about the visuals, like an actual honest to God complaint. It's when the buzzes are marching and they're playing like a their feet were not in time with the march sound for
This guy.
a
Oh
solid
my
second.
This
gosh.
guy.
Jonah, I'm actually surprised. That's something you would normally notice. I'm surprised you didn't.
I mean, I could have marched in time when I was in high school.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not going to blame the buzzes.
Yeah.
Like it would be for one shot, and then the next shot wouldn't be. And like like visually speaking, that like
Yeah, that really ruined the movie. 2 out of 10, worst movie of the year.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Still better than Sheep Detectives. I'll say that.
I did like this more than Sheep Detectives.
Disagree.
I like Sheep Detectives.
Audio wise,
One of my favorite movies this year, I would say.
I don't know if it's a problem with our sound system. I heard music.
I don't think it was as booming. It should have been.
I-
They're afraid to
Theater
turn.
8.
They were afraid to turn the volume up in there.
Here's the thing, though,
Yes.
and I wondered if it was a kids' movie. I don't know if it was the theater or not because it didn't feel like we were missing a channel. I think the music was just really quiet in this movie.
Oh, the trailers, the music was pretty quiet, too.
Yeah, it was like everything was.
You thought so?
I think so.
Everything felt quiet.
What I did hear, though, I liked when Jessie was having her emotional moments. It played like a piano version of the song from 2, the When Somebody
They played
Loved Me.
that several times.
Yes, when
Yeah.
it was Jessie, and then and the emotional scenes, like when Bonnie's at the ice cream store, kind of sad. It played. I've heard the song. It was in 3. It was just like a Randy Newman emotional song
Now,
that played.
imagine
in 3.
the bad day Bonnie's having. She gets bullied. She's in tears. Goes to get ice cream. Hey, they don't have chocolate chip. You got to come pick another flavor.
was such a
And your
funny-
tablet is
Gosh
gone.
dang it.
Yeah.
That was so funny to me when
Yeah.
they said that. I'm with you on that. Oh, the parents.
Like, man, what a L. Like, dang it, I got to
Yeah.
settle for like
And-
what?
and
Rocky
your-
Road?
yeah,
Or like what?
And your tablet's gone, and you don't have your toys.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
suck,
You
Bonnie.
suck, Bonnie. Yeah.
The parents were trying their best there at that point. That was one of the few times I thought the parents did good. They said, "Let us see your iPad," or "Let us see Lilypad." They checked the chat.
Turn the chat off.
I do got to say, twice in this movie. Only once. The other one, the other parent was at least contacted, but at least once in this movie, a kid shows up at another kid's house on the pretense that the parents were texting when none of the parents had been communicating. They're like, yeah, come on in. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a safer town. Who knows?
That's crazy.
They have white picket fence.
Yeah. No, like the fact that the parents, both sets of parents, were like sending and receiving messages and then just like forgot about it, and like it was really weird to me. And that's kind of where I said, like, bad parents. Like, you bought this thing, you're like, we're going to limit your screen time, we're going to watch what you do and stuff like that, and then they just never check it once.
Bonnie over here, the freaking crackhead. It's right by her bed. The
your kid is
station.
Your kid is getting actively bullied, and you're just like not looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, Bonnie's over here pitching a fit over here about like, it's not charged. Like, well, what do you want me to flip and do, Bonnie?
Yeah, that's the moment that I would have said, hey, remember when I said you get like an hour a day?
Like, hey, be like, hey, shut up.
Yeah. But
know your role and shut your mouth.
I was gonna say,
Bonnie, you're out of your element.
Yeah.
I don't remember the like explicit scene, but there was one where it had to do with the fact that people were messaging, and I remember being like, that parent's just gonna let that happen, like there. And I can't remember the explicit scene, but
I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
so
I did relate. Like I like about the Toy Story movies. One thing is that like there's always something, like I said, always something to relate to of all ages. And I did like this movie. I felt the relatable concept of like when you're kind of at that age where, you know, like playing with toys is uncool, or people are growing up, you feel like you're not growing up as fast.
Yeah.
That awkward age. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like that was a cool like period to represent kind of here, where Bonnie's like is being pressured to grow but doesn't want to.
And you can interchange that for a few other things also.
Yeah, and it like, you know,
ages and like hobbies and stuff
and
like that.
Yeah, topics, not necessarily just tech. But I don't know, I thought it was another way that I feel like the series is like relatable and hit an emotional core.
okay.
Yeah.
I like this movie overall, though.
I love this movie. I had a great time.
I think it's a solid movie in addition to our good run of movies we've had this year.
Yes, they hit another win at the casino, and like I said,
They won again.
Yeah, they won again.
And you're like, how does this guy keep doing this?
Yes, like just spin the wheel one more time at 6 and
lose
then
it all.
call
We can all laugh at you.
Yeah, well, I don't want them to laugh.
You want us to laugh?
No, I don't want them.
Oh, I was
to
like,
laugh
you
at
want
Toy
us to
Story.
make a?
That's the worry thing. I'm worried that they're going to make a bad one, and then they're going to just taint the legacy of Toy Story.
That's what I don't like when it's like they do something bad finally. Like this happens with all kinds of different medias, and then people start like acting like everything prior to it wasn't
was
good.
always bad.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I don't like that.
That's one thing. Like
Marvel is a big example of that.
Yes,
I've seen
like Marvel's
people
always bad. Yeah.
People like, oh, it's not been good since Endgame, and then some people chiming down there like, well, it wasn't ever good.
No.
Like it was like
yeah, those people are dumb.
revisionist history here, like acting like they weren't just hype for
Infinity War the whole
and
time.
Endgame and all.
You know
that.
what movie
You
people have come
liars.
around on that I got a lot of flack for not hating when it came out was Iron Man 3.
Yeah, people aren't
I
as
don't
mad.
mind Iron Man free.
People have come around on Iron Man 3. I remember we left the theater
very-
and gosh, we went and saw that with Maddox and Ennis, right?
I wasn't there for that one.
Oh gosh, for the group I was with hated it.
I thought it was all right.
I remember for like the next several weeks online, people were ripping that movie apart, and I remember being like, I
think
liked it. I thought it was fun.
Everything else was really good.
Yeah.
If it wasn't like if they had this in their mind, like it's got to be this. And I think this happened with Multiverse of Madness. They build up the standard in their mind, and then it doesn't hit. They immediately say it's bad.
It's bad.
I
Stranger
remember-
Things 5, cough, cough.
Yeah.
I remember someone saying the line, I paid to see Iron Man, not Tony Stark,
Okay.
because there was a good chunk of the movie where he wasn't in the suit.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah.
I loved those parts of the movie
Tony
where we were
Stark
seeing
is
how
charismatic.
smart and cool Tony Stark was, even like he's still Iron Man even if he doesn't have the suit. That's like the whole core principle of
Which
that movie.
led into dang Homecoming.
Yeah. Like I thought that was so good. And I remember someone in my life, like I'm not gonna say their name, being like, oh man, I paid to see an Iron Man movie, not a Tony Stark movie. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
But
I thought
he built it in a cave though.
The-
With a
the
box of
scraps. He built it in a cave with scraps.
I always liked Iron Man 3. There's a clip I saw. It's this podcast. I really like it. It's called the Escape Pod. They like do superhero movies. And they mostly just watch the movies. And they had a guest that's like a really avid comic book reader. And then the comic book was like, I really like Iron Man 3. And then one of the guys is like, "Oh, I hate that movie." And he's like, "Why?" And he's like, "It's like, how are you gonna take away the Mandarin?"
Yeah,
And
a
then-
lot of people were mad about the Mandarin.
Well, then the comic book guy looks at him and he goes, like, no one's a fan of the Mandarin. He goes, name one Mandarin comic, and he gets like, all right, fair point. And then,
let's not act
Real
like-
though, real.
Let's
People
not
were-
act like that character was like
People
the make
were
or
so
break.
upset
Yeah,
about
who knew that?
the
Yeah.
rug pull with the Mandarin, but I'm with you.
Yeah, it's
Like,
who-
oh
who
no,
knew that?
whatever will we do?
Yeah,
Everyone's most okay character was slightly
my
changed.
favorite character,
Yes,
the Mandarin.
No one's
Yeah.
favorite hero or
Yes.
villain.
All right, let's run this thing through the rubric. Cole, why don't you start us off today? Plot.
3. It's all right. It is, gets us from point A to point B. Nothing. There is some plot hole
Yeah.
stuff in here. What was that? Oh,
Nothing.
no.
I'll get there. Jonah?
I'm gonna go 4. I hope I'm not glazing. My main complaints are pretty minimal. I think it's paced super well. I think the emotional beats with Jessie really hit. I think making her the main character was a great idea. My only real nitpicks that I think would bring me down to a 4 is I think Woody was unnecessary, but I did like him when he was there. He was entertaining. So like I said, I didn't not like that Woody was there, but I don't think it was necessary. And then, like you said, at the beginning, it's a little grumpy old man. What do you say? Old man yells at clouds.
Old man yells at clouds.
Old man yells at clouds. It's a little bit like that at the beginning, but then they
I
dial
forgot where
it-
I heard that phrase, but that's
I think it's Simpsons.
so applicable to
Yeah.
like my
Yeah.
But then they dial it back enough, and then they end up doing a nuanced take on tech.
Yeah.
That I really liked it. I was entertained the whole time, and I thought it was well thought out. It stands very well with the other Toy Story movies.
Those
Not as
hands
good,
are
though.
because I was worried I was going to get ripped apart if I gave it a 3 for plot.
Oh.
So I'm also a 3.
I thought you were going to go lower based on all
I jump back at-
your complaints about marching.
If this hadn't been that's a
Yeah.
visual complaint.
We're hung up with marching. We're
That's a
hung up-
visual complaint. If this hadn't been a
points.
kids movie, I probably would give it a 2. But most of my complaints can be swept away by, it's a kids movie. And I know one time Kirsten said that I shouldn't disregard things like that. But like at the end of the day, it's okay if things don't make sense because this isn't a movie where things make sense. We're
Unless
talking
your
about
name is-
sentient magical toys.
Unless your name's Haunted Mansion.
Huh?
Unless your name's the Haunted Mansion, which you got onto me for being harsh on that movie.
The new one?
Yeah.
I didn't like the new one.
I know you didn't, but like you're like it's a kids movie though. You got to go back and listen to the episode. You said it's a kids movie.
Hey, he's an encyclopedia.
Oh no, I'm also excusing it now, saying it's a kids movie. I'm excusing another one in my piddly bucket that I'm going to mention because it's funny, but I'm not knocking a point for it. How did Woody gain weight?
Oh, it's just for a visual bit.
It just
That's what I'm
funny.
saying. They don't eat. If anything, his stuffing would have gotten thinner
Oh, it's just a visual.
over
bit.
the years. But that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Like,
Bo Peep stuffed him. We
Hey,
don't know what they're doing.
Why is Bo Peep dummy thick now all of a sudden?
I'm not taking off points because of it. That's what I'm saying. But so because it's a kids film, so I'm gonna give it a 3. Also, can you guys tell me? I'm upset. Why didn't Bo Peep come with them on this journey? Like, I don't like that she
don't
just
want
like showed up and then left.
Maybe she was trying to also get toys back to where that job doesn't stop.
Yeah, I mean, she's run this homeless shelter for toys. I would
Somebody's got to be at the helm.
I
Also,
said-
what would she have done?
Who you gonna
Like, she
leave?
might have
Duke
done anything.
Kaboom to monitor everything?
I love Duke. Duke Kaboom is such a good character.
Guess I need to watch 4.
But one thing I did like in terms of plot that I forgot to mention, they do kind of answer a age-old Toy Story question. It was I laughed about it in the pitch meeting video for Toy Story 1 when they're like, "That's a great script, but why does Buzz go limp when Andy's around?" He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, he thinks he's a space ranger. Why would he go limp for Andy?" He's like, "Oh crap, no one will notice." This movie kind of explains it when the
Yeah.
buzzes drop. They're like,
Why'd we do that?
why would we do that? I couldn't help it. And he's like, "Oh, it must be a." I forgot what they say.
Doesn't count.
kinda cool.
Doesn't count when we're going by cars on the interstate, though.
But it's like,
They did stop though.
No, not when they're flying.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But I think,
They literally almost got hit by a car because they're like hovering in front of it at one point.
well, I don't think it's involuntary. I think it's like an instinct because they
Yeah.
can move because they moved for Sid and
Yeah.
it scared him to death.
Yeah.
Poor Sid, dude. That actually, he's gonna be like, need a lot of therapy.
Poor Sid. Jonah, start us off for acting.
I hope I'm not glazing.
Oh, we go for it.
This man's about to turn into the Krispy Kreme over here.
Krispy Kreme. Toy Story just has such good voice acting. There's lines in, I'm talking about one now, but in one that would not be as good without the voice acting. When they're like under the car arguing, it's like, "You are a toy." If that was not delivered that way, it would not be as iconic.
I think 1 and 2 had phenomenal voice acting. 3 was when they stopped, and it's not just Disney or Toy Story that did this. They stopped hiring voice actors, and they started hiring actors.
Yeah, but you had all the gang from the
You had Tom
OGs.
Hanks still. You had
Yes, like
And-
Tim Allen.
Yeah.
but like almost
Cusack.
everyone in this movie is like another actor that they just hired to be in Toy Story.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not just this movie, it's all animated films ever. Like we stopped hiring people who are explicitly trained in voice acting to go, and they just started hiring actors. So
Yeah.
like I feel like that art has been not lost but dampened.
Well, it's mainly for big budget stuff. You know, you have like some smaller. I guess you're right. Most big animated movies don't really do that as much anymore, unfortunately. Which sucks because
they advertise having like so and so as the voice.
yeah, maybe tangent, but it's okay. We can do tangents. There was like a Goofy movie documentary on Disney Plus. Did you know that when they were making a Goofy movie, the CEO of Disney went to the director and basically told him like, "Hey, I think it would be better if you ditched the guy who's been voicing Goofy for years, and you had Steve Martin voice Goofy."
Oh my gosh.
And not do a Goofy voice. He just talks like Steve Martin. He's like, you could sell that so well. And then the guy was like, he's my boss. And so he's like, well, I have an idea. So basically, he went to the Goofy voice actor who was like upset, and he said, do a bunch of voice lines in a normal voice so we can show him how terrible of an idea this was. And he did it. He's like, oh, I agree. We should do Goofy.
Good.
That's a crazy. That's
Well,
a
like,
terrible idea.
That's the way that a lot
are
of
now.
that's the way,
Yeah.
the way they've moved towards. You know,
Like
I think
Mario.
Conan O'Brien did fine. You know, Conan O'Brien was good.
He's funny.
I really like Smarty Pants. I thought
Yeah,
did
he was
great.
fine, you know?
I thought everyone did great. I'm going to go 5. I know that's a little much, but Joan Cusack kind of crushes it. Tim Allen and Tommy Hanks, I thought still are great. I wish we got more of the side toys like Rex and Ham because they're also great voice.
Ham is one of my favorite voice actors of all time.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Like he's actually phenomenal. I can't remember the guy's name, but
Yes.
like anytime I see his name or I see him in something, I'm like, okay, I'm watching.
Excellent. Underrated toy voice. A newer toy, Prickle Pants.
Oh, yeah.
He is funny. When the tablet starts talking, he goes, this concerns me ethically. Maybe I'm glazing. Maybe I'll change it. I'm going to go 5. I just think the Toy Story movies just kind of crush it with voice acting. So.
Okay. I'm going to go 4. I feel like it was good with some really good moments in it, but I feel like nothing was like outstanding. I'd say I could almost even go down to a 3, but like it was a cut above. Disney puts a lot of money into their voice acting. Like it was a cut above, you know, and stuff like that. Some other ones, but nothing was like, wow, that performance. Like I feel like even Tom Hanks and Buzz weren't. Like they were not anywhere near the quality they were in 1 and 2.
I would probably.
That was also
honestly.
30 years ago.
But still, though, you know, you think they get
those are
better at acting with age. And
Yeah,
then
I don't know, maybe.
I think Joan Cusack did a pretty good job once again. I think it was just the same stuff. Nothing blew me away. It was good. It was good though.
I hate to agree with you, Tyler, but I'm also a 4.
Why do you hate to agree with me?
Because-
I'm trying to be unbiased here.
No, you're curmudgeonly old man. I don't want to be in your league.
I'm trying to.
This is the Buzz marching
Like,
complainer
oh,
guy.
well, the buzzes weren't actually marching.
This is
Listen.
going to be a thing for the rest of the podcast.
I'm trying my hardest to be as unbiased as possible right now.
I hate fun and I hate screaming kids. Maybe that's why
do-
you didn't like the movie. Your hatred for that screaming child
Is carrying over.
fueled you to hate this movie.
To hate the Buzzes marching.
Once again, I want to clarify for the audience watching.
There's no one watching.
I was mad at the parents and not the kid.
You wanted to punch that kid in the face, is what I
Punch the
heard.
baby.
Yeah.
Tyler McDaniel's throat punch babies. That's our new merch.
I'll honestly put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
I'd buy that for $1.
Wear that to school. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I'm glazing.
Nah, just commit to it, Jonah.
Okay, I'll commit to it. No, I'm committing to it.
Okay.
He told me he taught me I should stand my ground.
You stand your ground.
Yeah.
Make a bad take. Oh, well.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm going to start us off with audio. This is hard to answer because
We couldn't hear it.
I don't know if it was the theater.
I think it was the theater. I'm pretty confident it was the theater.
Even if it was the theater, the highest I would give the audio was a 4. And I'm torn between a 3 or a 4. I think there wasn't, with the exception of the piano little diddly that we talked about that they reused several times, which we've heard that before. Like, that's not new. I don't think there was any new song in this that, like, hit me or like I remembered. Aside
no Randy Newman song.
No Randy
First
Newman
time,
songs.
Unfortunately.
There was nothing in this movie that like stood out.
There was a scene where the pig oinks behind you. That was one of the few surround sound.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I didn't feel like the mixing was outstanding. It was good. It was fine. And then like the music, especially like Toy Stories historically had really good music. I can like
Randy Newman crushes it.
Not even just Randy Newman. I can hear the scene where they're flying in Toy Story 1.
Well, Randy Newman did that too. He did the whole soundtrack.
The whole soundtrack? Good.
Yeah.
Randy Newman's like 1,000,000 years old now.
I just don't
he's
think
old.
this movie had like never once did I feel like the music properly supported the stuff happening on the screen in a meaningful way. It was there. So I'm going to go with 3. Like I said, it was fine. Wasn't bad, but wasn't great either. Cole?
4. I'm going to give it benefit of the doubt. I think there was more in there than it actually led on. I think our theater, they just do not like to turn it up.
I did go mildly, not to make you change your answer. I did get on Spotify and try to listen to a few of them afterwards, and boy, oh boy, are they generic. Like it's...
I didn't do that. I'm still going to give it benefit of the doubt. I'm digging in. 4.
All right. Jonah?
I'm also going to go 4. I agree with what Cole said. I couldn't really... The mixing was not good in our theater. I think because the music was also dead silent in the trailers, even worse than the movie. I think it was the theater. If I rewatch, maybe I'll change my opinion, higher or lower. But what I did hear some Randy Newman-ish tracks in there a little bit, like in terms of the sound, instrumental. Like you said, nothing really stood out. There was some cool, like I said, the pig oinks behind you at one point. That's another good t-shirt idea, the pig oinks behind you. Like I said, I'm going to give it a 4 because I couldn't really hear it, but what I did hear, I really liked. But It also might be forgettable when I hear it. Maybe I could hear it and I just don't remember. It's tough. It's a tough one because I can't, like you said, mixing was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cole?
Theater 8, man.
Theater 8, man. That's our merch.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's
bro. Theater 8.
Theater 8, man. Yeah.
What a bro moment. Cole, start us off for visuals.
5.
Okay.
I thought this movie looked really good. I thought, all the stuff with the buses looked good. I thought, like, the little imagination world with all looks more like a hand drum with a crayon looks good. I thought the set pieces were pretty dope, if you ask me.
Okay.
I'm going to go 5 as well. I mean, it's Pixar. I don't think there has ever been a Pixar movie where I wouldn't give a 5, besides maybe Toy Story 1 or Bug's Life. Bug's Life is a little ugly sometimes.
Bug's Life is bugs, though.
But yeah.
Once again, that was the time period.
Yeah. If I'm doing based on the time, I could argue 5.
I can't fault it for the time it came out.
Yeah. Every Pixar movie, at least a 4, I can confidently say.
I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah, and this looks great, and I think it would look even better if our screen was brighter. Like I said, the water, the wood in the farmhouse on the stairs. I thought typical Pixar looks great. Pig looked real.
Yeah.
Did it?
Jimmy Dean? Yeah.
Jimmy Dean.
Did Jimmy Dean look real?
His fur looked real. He had a more cartoony pig face though.
Okay.
But I keep
Good looking.
talking about other Toy Story movies. There's a cat in 4 where he's sunbathing like cats do.
Yeah.
That cat looked real.
I have seen pictures of that,
Crazy.
which is why I'm going to give this a 4. Like, don't hate me on that. Like,
4 had more wow scenes. I'll give you that.
I don't think this movie, it looked good. From start to finish, it looked good. I think I've said this before. My rating, 3, fine. 4, good. 5, man, great. Looked good. Like, nothing really stood out to me. And I don't disagree with what you said earlier, Jonah, about how, like, we have somewhat plateaued, in far as graphics go. But, like, I didn't feel like any of the animation in this movie had a significant amount of, like, creativity or heart behind it, with the exception of, like, the crayon scenes. And even that was just reverting to an older art style. Like, nothing really stood out like, oh, man, that scene looked incredible to me in this movie.
I will say, I semi-agree with you. I still think I'm going to give it a 5.
I think this movie looked as good as 3.
I would agree with that.
But, like,
I would give 3 or 5 as well.
Yeah, that was my thing.
for the day, how long ago did 3 come out?
16 years.
Yeah, but it does still look...
But wouldn't you expect, like...
If 3 came out today, I think I would still give it a 5. It looks great.
Like, Really? 3 came out today, you'd give it a 5?
I think so.
See, I feel
It
like
still looks great.
I don't expect leaps and bounds difference between 1 and 2. But for 16 years, this is the most expensive Toy Story movie ever made. I don't think it, like, I don't want to give it the 5 just because it looks as good as something else I would give a 5 for its time.
I will say this, like I said, I still agree. I think it's a 5. 4, I do think had more scenes that were going out of their way to wow you with the animation. The water and the rain at the beginning is crazy. When they're in the antique store, you can see like dust particles fly if they grab something, and the cat and the sunlight shining on them. I think that one goes like it's trying to wow you. This one looks amazing, but it's not necessarily being like, oh, look at this cool water animation.
This movie didn't even do anything fun with the camera. I think back to Toy Story 1, that scene where they're riding the race car, like trying to catch up with the U-Haul. You can feel, despite how awful that movie looked like for its, nowadays, you go back and watch that scene, you can feel the speed and the first person points of view, and like when they flip, the camera flips. Like they were more creative with stuff in that movie. I felt like this movie just played it very safe on all camera angles.
When the buzzes go above the crane and it's the sea of fog and the star.
That's not like
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sick looking shot.
Sick looking shot. And then they're all climbing down, which is terrifying, on the crane.
Yeah.
And the guy looks out. Scary.
this movie did beg the question: do toys not have to stop for security cameras?
They don't have to do anything. But, but I would say no, because the way they talk, it makes it sound like when they're around a person, they have an instinct to drop. If they're not on a person, it's a camera. I would assume no, because they wouldn't know that they're being watched.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, in 3, the monkey is watching them the whole time, and they don't ever know.
Okay, valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
They thought of everything.
Yeah.
Cole, did we hit you for visuals? You said 5.
I said 5.
Okay. So, Cole, I think we're back to you, right? For enjoyment?
Sure, why not? I'll do it.
Sure, why not? Did we all do visuals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cole, enjoyment.
4. I'm going to go 4 on this one. Not one of my favorites. I enjoyed this more than I thought. I thought I was going to hate this movie when I went in to it. I expected the worst. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good on you, Pixar.
Okay.
Like, I am actually impressed that you pulled this off somehow.
I'm going to go 5, personally. I had a great time. I love Toy Story, but I think like this one, like I said, it felt more inspired than 4. I feel like they actually had an idea. I mean, it wasn't. We all know. Every time Pixar has a bomb at the box office, within a month they announce a new Toy Story movie. Good Dinosaur, Toy Story.
It's like their salvation.
It's their nuke. So like
They know it's going to make money.
Yes, literally, Toy Story 4 was announced after Good Dinosaur bombed, and then I think 5 was announced after Lightyear. I think bombed. But still, the idea of this movie felt more inspired. I liked that it was about Jesse, and I thought it was a great time and really well done for a 5th movie to still be this quality, and they haven't had a bomb yet. I think is very impressive.
All right. This is the subjective category.
Okay. 2?
I'm going 2.
I knew it. I knew it.
I didn't care for it.
Man, this
That's
guy
fine.
is marching.
Yeah.
It didn't even. I didn't even take off points.
Screaming kid.
Didn't even
tanks
take off points for the
Punches
marching.
babies, hates marching.
I didn't even take off points for that.
This guy's a curmudgeon.
I don't know.
But I'm sure if this was an anime style, he glazed it.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Suzume is like one of my least or my poorest reviewed movies.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man, though, you glazed like crazy.
Chainsaw Man was great, though. I love
It was
Chainsaw
fine.
I actually like Chainsaw Man.
I was gonna say,
I like this way better than Chainsaw Man, though.
and that's valid.
Yes,
That's
leaps and
understandable.
bounds. Yeah.
Listen, it's my least favorite Toy Story movie that I've seen. Do it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen 4. You guys
Yeah.
tell me 4 is worse.
I watched
Less good.
It's not bad. It's just not as good as the others.
Yeah,
Toy Story 4, I think, in my opinion, people write it off because it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
But I feel like those people, I feel like I never see, like, there is complaints about Toy Story 4. Like I said, Buzz is really stupid. But I feel like people just write it off. And it is a good movie.
I need to check it out.
Yeah.
No, I went in not sure how. You said you went in not thinking you were going to like it. I went in very unsure. I could have gone either way, and I was disappointed that I left not really vibing with it.
It won me over.
Yeah, and maybe
Like,
I need to
early on
watch
in
it
the movie,
again,
it did.
kind of like Jonah said about, what was it, audio earlier, you might change your opinion. Maybe on a second viewing, I will have a different opinion, but as of like this moment right here, right now, Funk Soul Brothers, I'm giving it a 2.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. What's
All right,
our
so
scores?
that puts me at a 76, Cole at an 80, and Jonah at a 92, bringing our total score to 78.67. We round that up to a 79.
I glazed this movie and Dookied on Masters of the Universe.
Yeah. Wait, did they get the same score?
I think they did.
Yeah, I think they both got.
I think
70.
I was still in the middle on both, and then you guys flipped roles on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
This
so
being the same as Masters of the Universe is crazy to me.
yeah, I'll be honest. I forgot to plug in Masters of the Universe in the spreadsheet. I'll go back and listen to it later. But I think I got a 79, right?
I think it was around that.
I think we said it got a
'cause
C
you-
plus.
You said C plus.
Yeah, so I think they both got a 79. So, yeah. And I mean, hey, different strokes for different folks, right? Like, Masters of the Universe was just like fun, goofy Power Ranger nonsense for me. So there are things Toy Story did better. My enjoyment was better on that movie. There are things that this, movie did way better than Masters of the Universe, but I just didn't enjoy it as much, and that's all right.
Well, Toy Story 5, they marched out of time, and then in
Masters of the Universe, they always
marched
marched
mostly in time.
on time.
Yeah.
Man, God forbid in our movie rubric, I bring up a critique.
I'm just playing.
I know.
I will bring this up 1,000 more
This will
times.
be like the next TikTok
Yeah.
video. Yeah. So, all right.
Every time we mention the buzzes. It's going to be a YouTube
Why are you
video.
sounding like a wet editor?
What I just see like those YouTube videos like every time they mention this on the Goober Show. And
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Videos about us? Are we the Goober
I
Show?
wish.
Like compilations of other YouTubers
Oh.
like doing a bit. Like
That's
it's
funny.
every time this inside joke is done.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right. Well, hey, we're at an hour and a half. We're going to flip around and we're going to record a Pixar tier list now, right?
Highly anticipated. We've been talking about this since we
I'm
started
excited.
the podcast.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do this for a while now, so this was the perfect opportunity to do it. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you'll check out our tier list. And
I've had to pee for half an hour.
I'm
but-
sure that no one will have any complaints and that everyone will get along great in the comment section and
definitely
not
will-
say anything mean to us.
I have some hot takes. I feel like I like
Yeah, I feel
movies a lot more than some people do.
I feel like we're going to get pissed off at each other during this.
yeah, maybe. Jonah, give us your best to Infinity and Beyond.
Like as Buzz.
Yeah.
To